Alrighty, folks. First off, I want to apologize. I forgot to wear my toupee tonight. So in case there's shine, I'm sorry about that, okay? And by the way, the eyes have it tonight with these two teams. Indian River.
Yeah!
Immaculate Heart.
Yeah!
And I'm with you. Welcome to Whiz Quiz.
Production funding for Whiz Quiz is provided by Jefferson Lewis Boces, St. Lawrence Lewis Boces, Jefferson Community College, Samaritan Medical Center, the Northern New York Community Foundation, St. Lawrence Federal Credit Union, and Front Porch Realty. Additional funding is provided in part by the Adirondack Experience, the View Center for Arts and Culture, IBEW Local 910, and O'Reilly Auto Parts of Watertown and Carthage. Scholarships for winning Whiz Quiz teams are provided in part by National Grid, Stewart's Shops, New York Air Brake, Iroquois, and the following fraternal and civic organizations.
You know, it's catchy music, and I wasn't the only one dancing. I mean, I saw you guys dancing too. Welcome to Whiz Quiz. It is a pleasure to be with you once again, and it's also a pleasure to have these two schools with us. We'll meet them in just a second, but I really want to say a special thanks to our viewers out there, the folks who make this show possible, who make public television possible. We need you now more than ever. We appreciate what you do for public TV and WPBS. All righty, Indian River, nice to have you with us. We want to meet each one of you individually. Give us your first, last name. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll begin with Theo. Hello, Theo.
Hi, I'm Theo Ringette. I'm a sophomore. This is my first year on Whiz Quiz, and I have played the cello for 5 years now.
Very good. You must be tired. Indian River, Adelaide.
I'm Adelaide Pitts. I'm a junior. This is my first year on Whiz Quiz, and I work tech and field band.
Very good. Hi, Athena.
Hi, I'm Athena. I'm a senior at Indian River, and this is my second year of Whiz Quiz. I am in the cross-country team and the vice president of student council.
Very good. And last but not least for Indian River, Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma Hinchy. I'm a junior at Indian River. This is my second year of Whiz Quiz, and I'm in the field band.
All righty. And I tell you what, can we raise the roof for a little applause for that man right over there, Kyle Kuppernall, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Now let's meet the folks from Immaculate Heart. We'll begin with Stacia.
Hi, I'm Stacia Barber. This is my third year on Whiz Quiz. I am a senior, and I am also a captain for my school's varsity soccer team.
Very good. Also from Immaculate Heart, Samantha.
Hi, my name is Samantha Johnson. This is my third year on Whiz Quiz. I'm a junior, and I'm secretary of both my community service club and my class grade.
Hi, Allie.
Hi, my name is Allie Zajac. I'm a junior, and this is my first year in Whiz Quiz, and I'm a member of the Youth Philanthropy Council.
And last but not least, Juliana.
Hi, I'm Juliana Delaney. I'm a senior. This is my third year on Whiz Quiz, and I'm a three-sport varsity athlete and captain.
And once again, can you raise the roof for your advisor because he's here in the building, John Montando. And by the way, both advisors say they're going to take you out for dinner after this, so that's pretty good. Guys are good. Really nice of you to do. All righty, let's begin with our first round, Smart Start. Smart Start. The teams are individually asked questions. The other team cannot answer the question. 5 seconds are given to teammates to consult with each other and ring in to give an answer. There's no penalty for a wrong answer. Questions are worth 10 points each. Good luck to both teams. We're going to begin with Indian River, and we begin with a history question. What ocean is located to the east of Africa? Theo, Indian River.
The Pacific?
No, it is the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean, what we're looking for. Alrighty, we go to Immaculate Heart, history question. Which continent is home to the Amazon rainforest? Allie, Immaculate Heart.
South America.
South America is correct. Alrighty, we go back to Indian River, arts. What is the term describing a word that shares the same meaning as another word?
Cinnamon.
Emma, Indian River.
Cinnamon.
You're correct. Alrighty, we do arts and we do Immaculate Heart. What is the term for a story that explains the origin of something, often involving gods? Juliana, Immaculate Heart.
Myth.
Myth, yes. Very good, excellent job. Alrighty, science question, we go to Indian River. What does cellular respiration provide to cells? Athena, Indian River.
Oxygen.
That is incorrect. Energy is what we're looking for, energy. Science question for Immaculate Heart. This type of cellular transport requires energy. Stacia, Immaculate Heart.
Active transport.
Active transport is correct. Alrighty, math question. And we go back to Indian River. Pick up your pencils if you want. Solve the equation for x. 4x plus 5 equals 2x plus 13. Athena, Indian River.
X equals 4. 4.
4 is correct. Very good. Alrighty, Immaculate Heart, math question. Pick up your pencils. Solve the equation for x. 6x minus 4 equals 2x plus 8. Juliana, Immaculate Heart.
X equals 3.
That is correct. X equals 3. Alrighty. Indian River, history question. Name 2 of the countries that were part of the Allies in World War II. Emma, Indian River.
The Soviet Union and the United States of America? Or
That is correct. Alrighty. Also France and Great Britain. History question for Immaculate Heart. Name the 3 countries that made up the Axis powers in World War II. You must name all 3. Stacia, Immaculate Heart.
Italy, Germany, and Japan.
You nailed it. There you go. Alrighty, back to Indian River, arts. The main argument or statement in an essay is called what? Emma, Indian River.
the thesis.
Thesis is correct. Alrighty, Immaculate Heart, arts question. What is the term for drawing from a real life subject? Allie, Immaculate Heart.
Still life?
No. We are looking for observation or observational drawing. Alrighty. Science question for Indian River. A substance that has definite volume but not a definite shape is in what state? Emma, Indian River.
Liquid.
Liquid state, yes, that's correct. Science question for Immaculate Heart. A phase change from solid to a gas is called... Time is up. Sublimation is what we're looking for, sublimation. Alrighty, math question for Indian River. Pick up your pencils if you want. What is the probability of drawing a heart from a standard deck of 52 cards? Athena, Indian River.
1 out of 4.
1 out of 4. Yep, very good. We have a math question for Immaculate Heart. A spinner is divided into 4 equal sections numbered 1 to 4. What is the probability of landing on an even number? Allie, Immaculate Heart.
50%.
That's right, 1/2. Very good. Alrighty, folks, let's check the score after that round. And look at that. You can't get any closer. Indian River and Immaculate Heart are tied up at 60 apiece. Now let's find out what's happening in Philadelphia at Indian River and to fill us in on the details, Athena.
Hi, I'm a senior at Indian River, and this year, right now, we have our annual Miracle Children's Network fundraiser going on, and we have our biannual Red Cross blood drive. We also have 2 really amazing productions going on in our theater department, Radium Girls and Little Women.
Very good. Excellent. Are you in any of those?
I help do the blood drive.
Very good. Excellent job. All righty, let's move on to round 2, one-on-one. One-on-one, each individual player is matched up against corresponding position players on the other team. If a student gets the answer wrong, the opposing student has a chance to answer. No consultation allowed. Questions are worth 10 points each. All righty, Theo, Stacia, history question. What is the longitude of the prime meridian? Theo, Indian River.
0.
0 degrees is correct. Alrighty, we move to Adelaide and Samantha. Arts question. Which element of art is most often used to lead the viewer's eye? Time is up. Line. Line is what we're looking for. Alrighty. Science question for Athena and Allie. A push or pull on an object is called... Allie, Immaculate Heart.
Force?
Force is correct. Alrighty, math question for both Emma and Juliana. The ratio of the ages of 2 siblings is 4 to 5. If the older sibling is 20 years old, how old is the younger sibling? Emma, Indian River.
Would it be 16?
16 is correct. Alrighty, back to Theo and Stacia. History question. What act imposed by the British government led to the Boston Tea Party? Stacia, Immaculate Heart.
The Tea Act?
Tea Act is correct. Alrighty, arts question. Adelaide and Samantha. What punctuation is used before a list or explanation following a complete sentence? Adelaide, Indian River. A comma? Nope. Samantha?
A colon?
Colon is correct. Very good. Science question for Athena and Allie. What does the Mohs scale measure? Time is up. Hardness or mineral hardness, what we're looking for. Alrighty, Emma, Juliana, math question. If a data set has an outlier, which measure of central tendency is least affected? Juliana, Immaculate Heart.
The median.
Median is correct. Alrighty. We move back to Theo and Stacia, history. Who were the 2 officials elected annually to lead the Roman Republic? Time is up. Consuls, what we're looking for. Alrighty, Adelaide, Samantha, arts question. This art technique uses tiny dots of color to compose an image. Time is up. Pointillism, what we're looking for. Alrighty, Athena, Allie, science question. Name the measure of the nuclear particles of an atom. Time is up. Atomic mass is what we're looking for. Alrighty, math question. Emma, Juliana, you have your pencils in hand. I probably shouldn't even have to ask. Simplify. Open parentheses, x squared, close parentheses, cubed. Emma, Indian River.
X to the 6th power?
That is correct. Alrighty, that's the end of that round. Let's check the scoring. And it has gotten close. Immaculate Heart, Indian River. Immaculate Heart leads by 10. And I want to find out what's happening at the Ive Street School. We're going to talk to Stacia, who's going to fill us in on the details.
Our school has recently consolidated the elementary and high school together. It brings a whole new energy to our school and allows us to be more connected in one building and together as one school.
Very good. Excellent job. Thanks for filling us in. Now we move on to round 3, Know and Tell. Know and Tell questions are directed at both teams. If a team gets an answer wrong, the other team is permitted to answer. Consultations with team members are allowed. Questions are worth 10 points. The third question in a set is a bonus question that can be answered by either team. Bonus questions are worth 15 points. Good luck. History. What river was central to the development of the ancient Egyptian civilization? Theo, Indian River.
The Nile.
The Nile is correct. History question. The famous pyramids of Egypt are located in what Egyptian city? Emma, Indian River.
Giza.
Giza is correct. A bonus question for history, worth 15 points. The largest pyramid in Egypt was the tomb of this pharaoh. Athena, Indian River.
King Tut. I don't know.
No, that is incorrect. Immaculate Heart. Time is up. Khufu is what we're looking for. Alrighty. Arts question. Claude Monet's paintings are part of what artistic movement? Allie, Immaculate Heart.
Romanticism?
That is incorrect. Indian River. Emma.
Impressionism.
Impressionism is correct. Alrighty, arts question. This impressionist artist painted sunflowers, the olive grove, and starry night. Stacia.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is correct. Alrighty, bonus question. Edgar Degas' most famous paintings featured these types of dancers. Emma, Indian River.
Ballerinas.
Ballet dancing. Yes, that is correct. Very good. Science. Where does the absorption of nutrients from food take place? Athena, Indian River.
Your stomach.
That is incorrect. Immaculate Heart. Allie.
Intestines?
More specific?
Small intestine.
Small intestine is correct. Alrighty, science question. This is the span of the digestive tract where the stomach meets the small intestine. Theo, Indian River.
The large intestine.
That is incorrect. Immaculate Heart. Time is up. The duodenum. I hope I said that right. Judge, close enough? Okay, good. Alrighty, bonus question for science. These structures in the small intestine absorb nutrients during digestion. Time is up. It is the villi. Villi. Thank you very much, Judge. Math question. Calculate the area of a rectangle with the length of 8 centimeters and the width of 5 centimeters. Emma, Indian River.
40 centimeters squared.
That is correct. Alrighty, math question. Find the area of a triangle with a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 6 centimeters. Emma, Indian River.
30 centimeters squared.
That is correct. Math bonus question. A jar contains 4 white marbles and 6 black marbles. If one marble is drawn at random, what is the probability that it is black? Emma, Indian River.
60%, or 6 out of 10.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad.
Thank you very much. Very good. As you could tell, math was never a strong point with me. History. Which British colony in the New World was founded by the Quakers? Emma, Indian River.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is correct. History question. Which European country originally settled New York? Emma, Indian River.
The Netherlands?
Netherlands is correct. Bonus history question. Which colony was originally part of Pennsylvania? Emma, Indian River.
Was it Rhode Island?
That is incorrect. Immaculate Heart. Samantha.
Delaware.
Delaware is correct. Alrighty. Arts question. Which art movement did Pablo Picasso co-found?
Cubism.
Emma, you are correct. Cubism. She's quick on the draw. Arts question. Picasso created many of his most famous works in this colorful period. Stacia, Immaculate Heart.
Blue period?
Blue period is correct. Alrighty, we have an arts bonus question for you. Who painted The Birth of Venus, which depicted the goddess of love emerging from the ocean on a giant seashell? Allie, Immaculate Heart.
Michelangelo?
That is incorrect. Indian River. Emma?
Leonardo?
Botticelli. Botticelli. Alrighty, that round has concluded. Let's check the scoreboard. Indian River leads Immaculate Heart by a score of 200 to 145. Now, if you missed a match or would like to watch other matches over the years or see how I was doing 40 years ago, you can go online at watch.wpbstv.org. Actually, it's only been 35 years. And now let's move on to round 4. Think fast. Think fast. In this round, either team can answer a question. If your team gets the answer wrong, the other team gets the next question exclusively. Consultation is allowed. Questions are worth 10 points each. Alrighty, history. What is the term used to describe the formal withdrawal of states from a nation called? Stacia, Immaculate Heart.
Succeed.
We will accept that. Secession. Yep, very good. Arts question. The principle that organizes elements around a central point is known as this. Time is up. Radial balance is what we're looking for. Science question. What instrument is used to measure air pressure? Athena, Indian River.
A barometer.
A barometer is correct. Math question. Guess what? You get to look on screen for this one. If f of x equals 2x plus 1 and g of x equals x squared, find f of g of 3. Emma, Indian River.
Would it be 19?
19 is correct. History question. In what country did the Industrial Revolution begin? Emma, Indian River.
Great Britain.
That is correct. Arts. Which line type suggests motion without being physically drawn? Theo, Indian River.
A dotted line?
That is incorrect. It is the implied line. Implied line is what we're looking for. That means that Immaculate Heart will get an exclusive question. Most asteroids in our solar system lie between the orbits of which two planets? Stacia.
Jupiter and Mars.
That is correct. Jupiter and Mars. Alrighty. Math question. This is the last question of the evening. Good luck. Determine whether f of x equals x cubed plus x is even, odd, or neither. Emma, Indian River.
Is it odd?
Odd is correct. Alrighty, the last question of the night. Let's check the scoring. Indian River has defeated Immaculate Heart by a score of 240 to 165. That means Indian River will be moving on to further activity. Congratulations to Indian River. And thank you for Immaculate Heart for being here tonight. Join us next time as South Louis takes on Thousand Islands. That's it for tonight. Have a great night, folks.
Production funding for Whiz Quiz is provided by Jefferson Lewis Boces, St. Lawrence Lewis Boces, Jefferson Community College, Samaritan Medical Center, the Northern New York Community Foundation, St. Lawrence Federal Credit Union, and Front Porch Realty. Additional funding is provided in part by the Adirondack Experience, the View Center for Arts and Culture, IBEW Local 910, and O'Reilly Auto Parts of Watertown and Carthage. Scholarships for winning Whiz Quiz teams are provided in part by National Grid, Stewart's Shops, New York Air Brake, Iroquois, and the following fraternal and civic organizations.